This is still blazing hot. This is how y'all know I love y'all, okay? I'm doing it real time, fresh out the oven. We've got our queso mixed in. I've got some peppers, some onions on one bite. Got the steak in one bite, so let's see what it's hitting for. Y'all, steak is tender. The peppers are cooked just right. That queso throughout, it's creamy, it's cheesy. All right, y'all, I have a really quick and easy weeknight dinner idea for you tonight. We're gonna go ahead and make a steak fajita and rice casserole or bake, whatever you wanna call it. Minimal prep, minimal ingredients. Everything goes into the same pan. It's in the oven and out within a matter of 10 minutes. It's so delicious and easy. If you're intrigued, keep watching. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go in with some steak that we have sliced medium to medium thin. You don't have to go super thin on the steak. We're also gonna add a little bit of baking soda to this because baking soda is gonna tenderize the steak. We're gonna add a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, which is just onion powder, garlic powder, some smoked paprika, a little bit of Italian seasoning. You can also use a steak blend. I'm gonna do both just for a little bit of texture. Some minced garlic in here. About a teaspoon, and then we're gonna add a little bit of soy sauce for some umami flavor, about a half a tablespoon or so. We're not cooking a ton of steak, so that should be more than enough. And then we're just gonna give everything a nice mix, and then we're gonna sear our steak off. Nice and combined, you can set it aside. Get your pan hot. So we're gonna give our steak a sear in some avocado oil. Give everything enough space in the pan so that it browns up really nicely. Just about 2 minutes per side, if that. Let's char it up real good. Don't embarrass me. So once your steak starts to look a bit charred on one side, just like this, you're gonna wanna give everything a nice flip. Now I know for this pan I have hot spots, so I'm gonna kinda move everything around so everything has an even chance of browning nicely. We're gonna make sure we give it a nice flip and create that flavor on the bottom of the pan before we kind of like mix everything together. We wanna create flavor. My pan is on a high heat because we really want a good char on the steak. And we don't want it to steam, so you don't want to overcrowd your pan. You want everything to have nice, even space so that it can do what it needs to do, just like that. Okay. This is going in the oven, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of give everything a mix together, and we're gonna take them out. We've started to build that flavor in the pan. We're just gonna add in our onions, peppers, and also give them a nice stir. We've got some red, yellow, and green bell peppers already chopped up. Make your life easy. We're gonna add them all because this is really a fajita dish, so you wanna make sure you got all your peppers in here. I'm going to add a half of a white onion as well. And if your pan needs a little bit more oil, you can go ahead and add that. The veggies are gonna release a little bit of moisture, so I'm gonna allow that moisture to kind of deglaze the bottom of the pan so all that yummy flavor from the steak gets taken up. I don't like soggy veggies, so I'm not gonna overwork these too much. We're just gonna let them soften until they're fragrant. To the middle of our skillet, we're just gonna add a knob of butter. And to that butter, we're also gonna add a little bit of tomato paste. Tomato paste is for depth of flavor, but also for color. I really want our rice to kind of have that red Spanish rice vibe, and tomato paste is a little hack in order to do that instead of opening up a whole can of tomato sauce, which to me always goes to waste. So a little trick is to use just about a tablespoon of tomato paste. Let that brown in the bottom of the pan. And then the next thing you're gonna do, add your pre-cooked rice. Pre-cooked rice is really just heaven sent when you're looking for quick and easy weeknight meals. You can batch a couple cups of rice and just have it in the refrigerator, so it makes mealtime a little easier. I've made a similar dish like this before. I think I called it a Philly cheesesteak skillet. But this one, I'm going to add queso, so that is a little bit different. But as you can see, we're getting kind of that Spanish rice flair and vibe. It looks a little bit more appetizing to me than to just have like plain white rice. And we're taking up all that flavor with us as we're mixing in the veggies into the rice. Like, look how easy this is. This is a side all on its own. So easy. All right, so our next step is to cut the heat, right? Our cast iron skillet is going to maintain all of that heat, but we're gonna cut it off and we're gonna go back in with our cooked steak. Now the steak has had a chance to reduce, so you're gonna see a little bit of liquid as well. Get that all up in there, that's just flavor. I'm just gonna kind of keep the steak on top, just like this. And the next thing we're gonna do, you can make your queso from scratch. It's really easy, or you can just add some store-bought queso like I'm about to do. Store-bought queso works totally fine. We're just gonna add that all on top. And we're gonna basically put it in the oven so that everything can kind of like come to temperature and blend together really nicely. We're doing about a half a cup of queso here. So just enough to give a nice creamy vibe to the dish. You can mix this all together, but I don't think that's necessary. This last step is optional, but why not? We love a cheesy skillet. We're gonna add a blend of cheddar jack cheese here. And this is the last step before we just pop it under the broiler and let it cook for a couple of minutes. All right, y'all, we've got our fajita steak skillet ready to go into the oven. A few quick tips. Definitely use a cast iron skillet. You can do everything all in the same pot, and it can go from stovetop to oven in just a flash, so that keeps your life really easy. Definitely use the queso. Don't skip the queso. I think that's really what's gonna make this recipe pop. And use a good cut of steak. And even if you don't skip that baking soda trick that I taught you earlier, because it's really gonna tenderize the meat and make it delicious and just fall apart in your mouth. So we're gonna pop this into the oven just a couple of minutes. Again, everything is cooked, so we just want it to blend together beautifully and come out nice and bubbly and golden brown. So let's pop this in the oven and then see what we get in a couple of minutes. Let's go. So if this recipe looked good to you, you already know I have so many more on my channel, so make sure you take a look around, but also head to my website, link in the description, to give this recipe a try. So simple, y'all, it's so good. And if you don't even eat steak, you can sub for chicken or shrimp or whatever else you might have on hand, or whatever you prefer. It's a really easy skillet / casserole idea when you're just tired and you want something good, quick, and comforting to eat. So I hope you give this recipe a try. There's tons more on my page, and until next time.